Is it? Math, the most fun.
No.
It cures all illness.
No. She will finish her COVID-19 and go in the morning.
Okay, again, we are recording so that Walia can also join the math.
Yeah, but Walia is not here.
So she can look at the video. The best. Okay. Okay, I want to go back into talking about equation. Yesterday we did briefly a start. Okay. Today more. Okay. Equation. As the name suggests, there must be a equal sign in your equation. Okay. Equation comes from the word equal. Okay. So when we are talking about equation, there is always a equal sign. Okay? When you have a symbol, when you have a sign, equal sign, there is something to the left, there is something to the right. And equal sign means what is on the left is the same as what is on the right. Okay? So let us look at this from another angle this time. Let's say I have a number here. I have a number here. I don't tell you what is the number, but at least you know the two numbers are the same. So left and right, they are the same, right? If now this square, I don't know what is this number, but if I add 1 to the left, is the left and right still the same?
Yes.
Yes. The two numbers are the same. Then I add 1 already. Now the left and right, they are no longer. Okay, I shouldn't put the equal sign. Okay, now I ask you, can I put the equal sign? Cannot, because they are no longer the same. For the left and the right to be the same, whatever I do on one side, I must do the exact same thing. Then I can say that left and right are still equal, still the same. Okay? That is the very core idea of equation. I can do anything on one side as long as I do the same thing. Then left and right will still remain the same. It can be addition, it can be subtraction. I want left and right to still be the same. I must do the exact same thing. Okay? It can be multiplication. I multiply something to the left. For left and right still be the same, I must do the exact same thing. Okay? And if we think reverse direction, so if as long as I do the same thing on both sides, I can from one equation write endless amount of equation, and as long as this is correct, all the equations I write will be correct. Agree? Akshay? Agree? You got listen or not? Just agree. Okay? As long yes.
Sorry, I remember my toilet pass yesterday, my little toilet pass orange, yeah, everybody. Your things is forgotten.
I thought Fazana said
They are not here.
John make a new toilet pass.
Okay, come back to the best subject.
No. Teacher, the best subject
2.4 km 对吧？
It's okay, 我 2.4 you run until you vomit, it's okay, you can rest now. But
Yeah.
rest where you want to sleep, you miss a lot of sounds.
I also PE teacher lah, but I think math is better.
No,
Even
PE better,
No,
PE better, PE better.
Previously I had you your class, safety better.
Music.
No,
I
PE,
also like music.
PE.
Previously I had you tell the
PE is the best,
PE
okay.
is the best. Then now you come to here, you say math the best. So which one the best?
Yeah, no, so which one is the best?
Math.
Learn.
No, it's PE.
Okay.
I didn't say shit.
No.
Okay. So if I'm given an equation, if this equation is correct, I can write endless number. Akshay, I can write endless number of equations that are correct, because as long as I do the same thing on both sides. If this is correct, means this is also correct. If this is correct, means I can write any number of equations that are correct. Okay?
Yeah, but how you know you correct during exam?
If the equation is given to you by the question, that means it must be correct. Okay? The question gives you an equation already. So, if you use the equation, means you are writing correct things. Make sense? Okay? And when we write all these equations from the very first equation, this is equation 1, this is equation 2, this is equation 3. All these equations, we can call them equivalent equations. They are equal equations. They are, all of them actually came from one equation. Okay? Then, okay? And then, with this understanding, let us try to start solving equations. And the meaning of solving equations, is finding out what is the unknown value in the equation that will make left and right balance, or that will make left and right the same. So yesterday, the example that I give you, what will make left and right the same? I don't need to do any working. I look, I know already. This is 2. What will make 1 plus 1 what will make x plus 1 equals to? What must be x to make x plus 1 the same as 2? There is only one possibility. My x must be, yeah.
Maybe other number.
You try those. What other number can make left and right the same? You cannot change the other things. So, just by looking, you can know that x must be equals to 1. Okay?
Minus 1 plus.
Minus 1 plus 1 is 0.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So, if the equation is so simple, then here, if the equation is so simple, then it's okay. Just by looking, I have solved the equation. I have found out what is this value that will make left and right side the same. But if, so you see, coming to the conclusion that x must be 1, actually, we can write equivalent equations from the first equation until we get this equation. So, x plus 1 equals to 2. I know that finally I want to come to x equals to something. So on the left, what I'm trying to do is to write equivalent equations until I only have the unknown on one side. Meaning, if I just look at the left, now is x plus 1. I know that if I can make x the only thing left on the left hand side, I can know what is the value of x. So, when I look at the left hand side, I have x plus 1. How can I make x plus 1 become 1? How can I remove plus 1? Yeah. Remove. Okay, if I have 1, how can I make 1 become 0? Okay? Then, Akshay gave the right answer. I have 1 here. I don't want a 1 here. So, 1 minus 1 will become 0. Agree? This one we learned since kindergarten. 1 minus 1 is 0, right? Okay? So, what I'm actually doing, I don't want plus 1, which is why I minus 1. Okay? And remember, when we have an equation, when we are writing equivalent equation, whatever I do on this side, I must do the same thing here.
2. Correct. 2 plus 1.
Okay? Correct, yeah? 2 minus 1. So, what I'm actually doing is to remove everything else so that x plus 1 minus 1 becomes x. Plus 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So, x plus 0 is x. And then I will have x equals to 2 minus 1. And x is equals to 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So, if you cannot just straight away see that x must be equals to 1 to balance left and right, we can go through systematically, move until we have only x on one side, and then we will know what must be the value of x, that when we put back into this equation, left and right side will be the same. Okay? So even when the numbers become more, we cannot straight away see already. Or maybe some of you, the mental sum very strong, you can straight away see what plus 39 will make 64. Okay? But if I cannot see, what can I do? I know that if I write equivalent equation until my x is on one side, then I will know x must be the same as this number, so that left and right side are the same. Okay? Or when x is equals to this number, left and right side of this equation will be the same. Okay? That was what we were saying at the start of the lesson. If this equation is correct, we write equivalent equation, this equation must be correct. Vice versa. If this equation is correct, means this equation is correct. So if we can write equivalent equation until x is on one side, we would have solved the equation. We would have found out what is the value of this unknown. Okay? So from here to here, at first my left hand side got x plus 39. Finally, my left hand side only got x. So what must I do on left hand side to make there only x? I will need to remove this 39. Similarly, plus 1 minus 1 will become 0. So how can I make plus 39 become 0? Yeah. plus 39 minus 39 will become 0. Okay? So, because this is an equation, I am writing another equivalent equation. This is an equation, I am writing an equivalent equation that is also correct. I want to minus 39 on the left means on the right, I must also minus 39. Then x plus 39 minus 39 becomes x plus 0. So x is equals to, the left hand side I am only left with x already. Right hand side 64 minus 39, in calculator 25. So we have found out this is the value, x is the same as 25. This is correct if this is correct. So if you try, I put 25 back into here. Then if I go and calculate left hand side, putting this value back into the equation, left hand side is equals to x plus 39 equals to 25 plus 39 equals to 64. This value will make left hand side the same as right hand side. Okay? So whenever we are solving equation, we want to find out what is this value. We can write equivalent equation until the unknown is alone on one side. Then we will know what is its value already. Okay? So all your linear equation from now until Sec 2, Sec 3, Sec 4, then when you take your N level, it's all based on this same idea. Left and right are the same. Whatever I do on one side, I must do exactly the same on the other side. Okay? CG, head up. Okay, now let us take a look